Today, I'm going to prove to you that everything that you believe to be real right now, including your physical body in your current reality, or everything you know that you have right now, is not real, or it does not exist, except in your consciousness or your awareness, which is who you truly are. In other words, everything that you are perceiving to be real is only made real through your awareness of being or your consciousness, which is the only reality and that which is God. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use this only reality to make anything that you desire appear out of thin air, or to make anything that you want to have just as real and objective to you as what you have in your current reality. So let's get into it. So I'm going to prove to you right now that everything that you are perceiving with your objective senses and thus believe to be real is not real, but rather it is simply a dream or an experience of your real self, which is your awareness of being. In other words, everything that is objective to you right now, or everything that you have now, or you regard as real, you only have it by the virtue of or through your awareness. What do I mean by that? So first of all, how do you know that something is real, or that it is here right now, or that you have it? You know that you have something, or it is real, because your senses confirm it, or because you can perceive the reality of that particular thing with your five senses. In other words, you know that something exists because you can see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, or smell it. But what exactly allows you to experience something as real through your five senses? Or what allows you to have an experience of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling something, and as a result, perceive that experience as real to you? The only way for you to perceive any experience as real, or to know that something exists, is through an awareness of such an experience. So it is through your awareness you are able to have an experience of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling something, and thus know that it's real. For example, can you see something without your awareness of seeing it? Can you hear something without your awareness of hearing it? Can you have something without your awareness of having it? Or can you experience anything without your awareness of experiencing it? No, you can't. You cannot experience anything without your awareness of experiencing it. You could have all kinds of things or experiences, but if you are not aware of these things or experiences, do you really have these things or experiences? So having anything equals an awareness of having it. In other words, you can only have something or perceive something to be real through an awareness of such an experience, or through an awareness of having that experience. So it's not the actual thing that you have right now which makes it real, but rather it is an awareness of having that thing which makes it real. In other words, whatever you believe you have right now, you can only have it or know that you have it through your awareness. Without your awareness of any particular experience, there is no such experience. So again, the only way you are able to perceive anything or any reality as real and objective to you, or you are able to know that you have what you have right now, is through the one and only reality, which is your consciousness or your awareness of being and that which is God. In Him we live and move and have our being. Acts 17:28. In your awareness and in your awareness only, which is God, you live and move and have your being and experience anything as real to you. Here is another example, and I give this example a lot in my videos because I think this is one of the best ways to illustrate or to prove the truth of what I'm telling you. When you are dreaming at night, your awareness, which is your real self, merges with the reality in your dream, and therefore you experience that reality in your dream as real and objective to you, while your current reality becomes subjective or unreal to you. This is how you know that you are in a dream right now. Your current reality is no different from the reality in your dream at night. The only reason why it feels more real or consistent to you right now is because your awareness keeps merging back with it. So whatever reality your awareness merges with, that is exactly what you are going to experience as real through your objective senses. Again, you can't experience anything without your awareness of experiencing it. To further illustrate this point, say you had $1 million in your dream reality while dreaming at night. The only way you could know or you could experience having $1 million in that reality in your dream is through your awareness of being in that reality, or through your awareness of having $1 million in your dream reality. Now, once your awareness departs that particular section of time or that reality in your dream upon awakening in the morning in your current reality, where is the experience of that reality in your dream? Or where is the experience of having $1 million? That experience is no longer there, or it becomes subjective or unreal to you, while the experience of your current reality becomes objective and real to you once again. And thus the key to shifting to any reality in which you have what you want is through your awareness of being in that reality and having what you want. Because anything that you are perceiving as real right now, or anything that you have right now, you only know that you have it, or it exists, or is real through your awareness of its existence. So the reality of anything is based in your awareness of experiencing it. Thus, your awareness, which is you yourself, must merge with the reality of your choice in order for you to experience or perceive that reality as real and objective to you as your current reality. And this can be applied to any desire that you may have. For example, say you have $10,000 in your bank account right now, but you want to experience having $100,000 in your bank account right now, or you want to shift into the reality in which you have $100,000 right now. The only way to experience having $100,000 right now is through your awareness of experiencing or having $100,000 right now. Remember that having anything equals an awareness of having it. So you can't experience having $100,000 until you become aware of experiencing or having $100,000. In other words, you need to merge your awareness with the reality in which you have $100,000 right now instead of $10,000. The reality in which you have that amount of money or $100,000 exists, but it's invisible to you right now. It exists because you can perceive it in your imagination. But in order to make it just as real and objective to you as your current reality, you need to shift yourself or your awareness into that reality. Think of your consciousness or your awareness as the light that can illuminate any invisible reality and make it visible to you. So wherever your awareness enters, that reality becomes real and objective to you. In other words, the only way to reveal or experience an existence of anything or any reality is through your awareness of being in that reality or through your awareness of its existence. Now the question is, how do you become aware of having something which your objective senses deny? Or how exactly do you merge your awareness with any invisible reality to make it visible? Remember, whatever you are perceiving as real and objective to you right now with your objective senses, or whatever you are seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling, you can only experience it as real through your awareness of experiencing it. Meaning, if I withdraw your awareness from your current reality, everything that you are perceiving as real right now, or as something that you have in your current reality, will simply vanish. So if you can only experience anything or any reality through your awareness of being in that reality or through your awareness of experiencing that reality, then the only way to make anything or any reality real to you is through your awareness of its reality. So instead of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling what you are perceiving as real right now, begin seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling what you desire. Because if you were aware of having what you want right now, wouldn't you see it, hear it, taste it, touch it, or smell it? You would, just as you are aware of having what you have right now or being wherever you are right now, because your senses confirm it. God calls things that are not seen as though they were. Romans 4:17. Every mystic worthy of the name knows that a true judgment need not conform to the external facts to which it relates. If I say, aren't they beautiful, and you see nothing, you may not agree. That is because you are not seeing what I am. I may be seeing a dozen red roses in a crystal vase which has been placed on a corner table in my living room. Now, to the degree that I am self-persuaded they are there, their appearance will become a fact. This I know from experience. So I know that a true judgment need not conform to the external facts to which it relates. You may question my example, but I know if you have used your talents as I encouraged you to do, the rose will come. I'm not saying it will magically appear in your vase by falling out of the atmosphere, but I'm saying that in its own wonderful way, the rose will be yours. Do not concern yourself as to how the rose or roses will appear. Simply go to the end and dwell there. Neville Goddard. Notice how he saw the rose. He felt its velvet petals and he smelled it on the inside, which means it is already there. Why? Because the experience of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling something that I want equals an awareness of having that which I desire or want, which in turn equals having it. So if I persist in the awareness of having that which I desire, then in some way it will or must show up. Because again, any experience can only be made real through an awareness of such an experience. And suddenly, if you dare to assume it, believing in the name, the only name God possesses, which is I am, if you dare to assume it, then a bridge of incidents would form itself across which you would be compelled to move. You would move across this bridge of events leading up to the fulfillment of your assumption. So as I stand here, I can dream a daydream, or I can close my eyes and fall into a little nap and have an uncontrolled night dream. Or I can open my eyes upon the world and ignore the entire world and have a controlled daydream. Still the same dream. This is the power that is God, which is I am. All things are possible to God. If a man can stand before a board and simply see on that board what he wants to see, which if he saw, it would imply that he owned the building. Well, who is looking at it? I am. Well, what are you seeing? I am seeing, and I tell him exactly what I'm seeing. Well, if I am seeing it, it would imply I own the entire block. And that's all that I do. So I am doing it, and 2 years later, without a nickel in the pocket, I owned the block. And this is true. I'm not manufacturing this. I am telling you a true story. That building was bought in 1924 for $50,000. And he didn't have a penny in his pocket. He sold it this past year for $840,000. And there is no tax on capital gain. That is the man who is my second brother, who is simply looking and simply using God's only name, which is I am. God does not wear the name called Neville or John Brown. These are masks. Forget them. It is simply I am. So whatever you are in this world, whatever you are doing, if you could only remember the name of God and call upon it, instantly you would be redeemed from wherever you are if you call upon it in another state. So tonight, instead of praying to someone, may I tell you, if the name of the God I worship is I am, or your awareness of being, then it follows only what I am. I can't pray in any other way other than by what I am. Neville Goddard. So your true self is your awareness. It is not your body that you are simply aware of being at this moment. Remember, you need to first be aware before being aware of being someone or something. And the only reason your body feels real or objective to you is because your true self, which is your I am or your awareness, and that which is God, is aware of being it at this moment. So whatever you as an awareness become aware of being or having, or whatever reality you enter, that reality will be perceived by you as real or objective to you. Or that is exactly how it will become real or objective to you.